Good evening, Yarnies, Dirty Hookers, and Fiber Fiends. Sorry, I was testing out some of the redeems. Some of the redeems are broken. I really hate setting up the redeems because they work or they don't work. And when they do work, then they don't work. Just a curious got first. Welcome in. Welcome in, Trouble. Thank you for the check-in. And the lurk. You'll crochet along tomorrow. If you're still here, no, you won't, because there's no stream tomorrow. Welcome in, Trisha. How are you? Yes, modern granny square. Yes, yeah. I need, yeah. And I don't think I can fix it, while I'm live. It worked earlier, but then I had to go and mess with it. So, anyway. Yes, the VOD, yes. Yeah, and if you need to lurk, I know you said that you're visiting family or family's visiting you. Welcome in, 3 Marie. Tell me about it. Tell me. It's the video redeems. I use Trigger Fire, which is great. And it's somewhat easy to use. There's a bunch of steps you have to go through. And you can make your own. And that's what I want. I want ones I can edit and make my own. But sometimes it breaks. And I know there's other apps and things to use, but I don't know if you can customize and make your own, or you have to use what they use. So, you've not been well. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Let me check to see what is this here. Okay. Double check this. Alright, they've gone to bed. Ah, gotcha. We get on Friday. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Trisha. Alright. Let me move this here. Oh, one other thing, the audio. Let me see. Does the music and my voice, is it clear? Is the quality good? Wait, that doesn't need to be on. I think that can be removed. It's still clear? Okay. I kind of had to change some of my settings the other day, and I didn't want to, and, okay. Alright. So, yeah, Dinosaur is broken, and what was the other one that's broken? The Dinosaur Redeem, and Left Turn. Yeah, so, they are broken at the moment. I have to work on it after stream. I can't do it while I'm live because it don't want to work. Alright. I was going to work on some tatting before I get into the crochet, but you know what? We can just go right into the crochet. Oh, I got to zoom in. We've got to zoom in a bit. Alright, so this is the modern granny square. I know Trouble had requested it, and if you're going to crochet along during the VOD, that's fine. So, we all know what a granny square looks like. Well, I wasn't thinking, and I didn't make a sample, but there are samples in the carousel, and I've realized that's moving way too fast, but we're going to let it go. That works for me. Trying to put some food together. Alright, yeah. So, it's not as open and full of holes like a traditional granny is. We're going to do, we're going to start with one color. I'm going to start with the yellow. Why not? Why not? You start the square just like you start a regular granny square. So you're going to put a slip knot on your hook. And I'm going to chain up 4. chain 4, and then we're going to slip stitch into the very first chain that we made. Pull that through. Gonna leave a lurk. Itching watch a Goofy movie. Wait. Like the Goofy movie? Like Goofy? Or a Goofy movie in general? But yes, go and lurk, yes. So there's our chain of 4, slip stitch into a ring, and that's what we're going to work into. All right. We're going to chain up 3. That counts as... Ah, okay. Like the movie called A Goofy Movie. Gotcha. With Goofy. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy the movie. So we've chained up 3. That counts as a double crochet. And into the ring, we're going to put in 2 more doubles. And again, I do US terms. Power line is epic. Is that a character in the movie? It's been a long time since I've seen the movie. Goofy, just had to say, wait. Goofy, I just had it, what? What? I am confused. Pixie, welcome in. You mean this whole time I thought you did UK terms? I know. That's the like musician. Oh, okay. It's been forever since I've seen that movie. But yes, Pixie. I use US terms. I don't use UK terms. How was the tank welding? I popped into Pixie's stream earlier today, and if you had to have been in my stream last night to get to get this, well, actually previously. Anyway, I basically said there's a manhunt out for a tank welder. She was last seen wielding a crochet hook and bright pink yarn. It was an inside. You had to have been there. Anyway, you said Goofy movie as the Goofy movie. I said yeah, okay, because it was like 4 Goofies in one set. Oh yes, Goofy. All right, so we've done our granny stitch. I am using the Crochet Crowds pattern. Slight variation, and we're going to see how it works, but it's a very slight variation. Normally, for the corner, I would do 2 chains. Mikey from the Crochet Crowd did 3. So we're going to see how it works. So you can always do 2 if you feel comfortable doing 2. So that's our corner. Into the ring, we're going to do another granny stitch. And remember, a granny stitch is 3 double crochets into a space. Welcome in, Emma. How are you? So that's our second side. We're going to chain 3. Am I ready? No, I'm not ready. Seriously, I'm not ready. Wait until I get done this next round. I'm afraid. Okay, we've got a side, a corner, a side, a corner. We need another side. And no, not green beans, not mashed potatoes. Hey, hon, welcome in, Mama Red Panda. That is our third side. Now we're going to chain 3. That's our next corner, and we're going to put in our 4th side. 1, 2, and 3. So we've got our center ring. We've done our granny stitch, which started with a chain 3, 2 double crochets. That's a granny stitch. chain 3 in each corner, a granny stitch, a corner, a granny stitch, a corner, a granny stitch. Now the corner here. So since we were doing 3 chains in the corner, we're going to chain 1. And now we're going to half double crochet in the top of our first stitch. Because a half double crochet is about the length of 2 chains. So that would be the 2, and that first chain we did would be the 3. So we're going to see how this works. So that is round 1. All right, so what am I ready for, Emma? Oh, did you send me something? Oh no, I can only imagine. Why can't I click on this? Oh wait, there's a video. Okay, there's a video. Okay, this is from Emma. Welcome in, Witchy Weaver. Thank you for the check-in. This is from Emma. Emma has is 3D rendering, I guess it's the term, my AI action figure. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do I really look like that from behind? Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I don't know if I'm cute. But yes, it's based off of this. This AI generated this, and then Emma has taken that image and has done some 3D modeling. I think that might be the term. I don't know any of it. I don't know. Okay, that is too funny. 3D modeling. Okay, 3D rendering Cubs got some cheek. Yeah, I know. Well, in real life. How are you, just curious? Wow. Okay. So, that is our first round. We're now going to go into what, the modern part of the modern granny. So the modern granny is a two round repeat. So the first round, you're going to do a regular traditional granny like this. The exception is with this style of modern, we are doing the 3 chains in the corner. We're just going to test it out. That's what the crochet crowd was doing. Maybe it will look good. Maybe if not, do the 2. Okay, I better get to comfy. You've accidentally wait. Okay. Blackberry Jack Daniel. Oh no, Pixie. Oh no. Oh yes. Get all comfy. Get all comfy and cozy. I'm doing good. I was a little frustrated with my redeems. Some of my redeems are broken again, but welcome in, Stellar. Welcome in. In sweet. Okay. Yes. Sweet tea with anything blackberry and sweet tea would be good. And oh, okay, yeah, you're gonna be feeling good. Watch out. Okay. So for the second round, I'm gonna chain up 1. You made Jeff take your, drunk crochet might be fun. I chained up 1, and in the corner here, we're going to do a single crochet. So do a single. We're now going to chain 3. Chain 3, that's going to span over top of our granny stitch. In the corner, we're going to do a single crochet. And since it's a corner, we're going to chain 3. That's the actual corner. And in this corner space, put in another single crochet. That's how we're going to repeat this. So now we're going to chain 3, And we're going to slip the hook out of the loop. Now, 1, 2, 3. Into the corner, put in a single. We're now going to chain 3 to make the corner, and into the space put another single. So that's another corner finished. Chain 3, that's our side. Into the corner, a single crochet. And now to make the actual corner, 1, 2, 3 chains. Into the corner, put a single. So that was our third corner. And our side, we're going to chain 3. And into the corner, we're going to put in a single. We already have a single when we started. There's a single here, and there's a single here. So all we need to do is to chain 1. And now half double crochet into that first single that we made. And when you do that, you're going to be at the corner of the corner. That is round 2. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that, but I'm going to finish off with a new color because I want to change colors. You don't have to change color. And if you have a self-striping yarn or a variegated yarn, you won't need to do that. Okay, I'm going to finish. I'm going to do that. So we've got the half double ready, and we're going to finish the half double with our new color, and we'll be all ready to start the next round. You can crochet of your tails. I'm not worrying about that with this. So now we are back to a round where we do our granny stitches. So our granny stitches, we're going to chain up 3, and into the corner put in 2 more doubles. That makes a granny stitch. I'm not going to add a chain. Actually, I'm not going to add a chain in between my granny stitches. Now, I'm going to do a granny stitch into this chain space. So, 1, 2, 3. And into the corner, we're going to do our next granny stitch. That's the second one. And that's the third one. So our side is done, and our corner is chain 3, but into this same corner, we'll put in another granny stitch. That will form the shape of the corner. All right. Our side here, we're going to put in a granny stitch into that chain space. And into our corner, we're going to do our corner, which is a granny stitch, chain 3, granny stitch. 1, 2, 3, and then our granny stitch. Again, you could, instead of the chain 3 throughout all of the corners, you could do chain 2. Just for the corners. The sides, when you do that row there, you still want to do 3. Because you're going over 3 stitches. So the corners is the only thing that's different than what I would normally do. So we do our granny stitch into that chain space. And the corner is the same. Granny, chain 3, granny. There's our granny. Chain 3. And then our granny. Easier than you thought? Yes. The modern is it's a little different. It's just the odd number rows you're doing like a regular granny square. The even number you're doing something a little different. So there is the side. We're at the corner. You see a granny square? Yes, you see a beginning of a modern granny square. How are you, Fairy Dust? So we've got our granny stitch. We're going to put in another. We already have the one granny stitch because we started with one. We're going to put in another granny stitch, and we have a corner. We need to make a corner. So we're going to chain 1, And then we are going to half double crochet into the top of our first stitch of the round. And then that gets us to the point of the corner. I learned that technique from fairy dust. Alright, now my yarn is a little bit thinner. Even if it was a size 4, it's not a fluffy size 4. I could have gone down a hook or two. This looks a little more loose, and maybe the chain 3 in the corners has something to do with it. I don't know. We're seeing. We're seeing what's going on. So that is round 3. So the odd numbered are just like grannies, like the regular, like a traditional granny. The even numbered rounds is the difference, and that's we're going to do an even number. So I'm going to chain 1. Into this corner, we're going to do a single crochet. We do a single there. We're going to chain 3. The chain 3 is going to span across that granny stitch. Into this space between these grannies, we're going to put in a single crochet. Now we have to span across this granny, so we do chain 3. In between the grannies, we're going to put in a single. And then to span, we have to chain 3. And then into the corner, it's just like we've been doing. A single, chain 3, single. The one I did a while ago, rectangle, yes, same principle. Yep, the exact same thing. You start out different. Essentially, the granny square is made up of the block. Yes, actually, yes. Yes. If you can see here, a traditional granny, the way I envision it is from the center out. We've got our center hole. We've got a stitch, and we're just going to keep going across. We're not going to go any weird directions. From the center, we've got a hole. Then we've got a granny stitch, a hole, a granny stitch. So it's like a checkerboard. A traditional granny is a checkerboard. Same thing diagonally. And all of the granny stitches line up diagonally. Visual learner, you watched the video? Yeah, yep. Now this one here, your holes are going to be diagonally from corner to corner. So from corner to corner, you're going to have the holes. But you're not going to have the holes up and down. I mean, there is going to be a space there, because that's just the nature of it. But basically, and this is only a couple rounds, but you've got a granny stitch on top of a granny stitch. Yes, the granny stitch will be over top of this hole, but if you keep getting bigger and bigger, like that picture there, that blanket, and like even that one there, your granny stitches are going to be stacked on top of each other. They're not going to be staggered like this. Just like fairy dust says, the block stitch. Yep. And it's better to get multiple takes on it and all. Yes. Yep. And, well, that's with like pretty much anything. Get somebody else's point of view and the way they do it, or the way they see it. It's always good to have different points of view. Black and white, yes, black and white is. I do like the black and white in design. Welcome in, Unicorn Farts. How are you? How was your stream? I was lurking. Well, I did chat for a bit. I was lurking when you were in there. So all I did was I chained 3. That's going to span the distance over that granny. In between these two grannies, we're putting in a single. And I poop. Oh, I am pooped. I thought you said and I pooped. Like, thank you for the hydrate. I finished pooping last week, so. Yeah, I noticed that you were on for a while. You were definitely on for quite a bit. Okay. So, You also pooped a long one? Welcome in, Mr. Frightful. Do you want to see my poop? Do you want to... Hold on. Do you want to see my little poop or my big poop first? I'm going to show you my little poop first. We'll work our way up to our big poop. I've shown... Why does every conversation return to poop? Because. But yes, build anticipation. So there's my little poop. Yes, that's a little poop. Okay. I did this on stream last year sometime. Was it last year? No, it was probably back in the winter. It was after Christmas. This is loop yarn. It comes already looped. And there's a pattern. You have to count it's already printed. It's already printed. It's already, the colors are already in the correct order. And it's just a yarn, and it's just got loops already built into it. And you take it and you finger knit. You don't even crochet. You don't use the knitting needles. You use your fingers. You put loops in through loops. And you did the unicorn one of that? Yeah, this, I don't know what brand this was. Question, do you need to turn the rounds to avoid the twisting in the traditional... I haven't had the twisting. I guess you could, when you do the modern granny, you could do that if you needed to. When I do a regular granny square, I never turn. I never turn because I don't get that twist. But if you do get that twist, when you come to the end of the row or every other row, you could chain up and turn and work the other way. And Phoenix Gamer is on a 3-stream streak. So, yes, this is my baby poop. Now, here's my big poo. It's so big. There we go. There we go. My mom did scarves with a loop. Yes. Yeah, there was a big fad of the loop yarn. So this was the big poo, and this is actually a gift, birthday or Christmas. I don't know which one. We'll see. For my friend's little one. I have to do some finishing touches. I have to add some stuffing to its snout. Yes, he does need a honey pot. I have to find. I have patterns for a honey pot, but. I don't know if they're going to be to scale. I don't want the honey pot to be like 3 times as big as poo. It tends to happen when you don't leave enough room in the one corner. Yeah, to end in that corner, so is room not. Yeah. You know, Pooh, you have a similar style of dress. Oh, you Donald Duck it, or Winnie the Pooh it. Shirt, nothing on the bottom. To each their own. To each their own. Yes, I finished the poo. That was last week. Yeah, I did the shirt, and I didn't think the shirt was going to fit on him. But no, it worked. It worked. Winnie the Pooh. Oh, you like a polo shirt. Okay. I thought you meant you only go around with just a shirt on and nothing else. Like Winnie the Pooh and Donald Duck. Alright, so we chain 3. In between the grannies, we're doing a single. We just keep doing that. Corner is single, chain 3, single. I want to do a double because I'm used to doing double crochets. So 1, 2, 3. In between, do a single. 1, 2, 3. Do a single. Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Oh, okay. Yeah, Donald does wear a jacket. Okay, that's true. That's true. So you're not formal. You're not formal. You don't wear a jacket. Yes, a bit. Yes, that is a bit formal with someone who. Hey. It all depends on the event you're going to. Your scarf is arm length. Ooh. If anybody has anything they want to share, I do have a Discord. We can take a look at that on Friday. I have a channel called Whips and Foes. That would whips stand for work in progress, and foes stand for finished objects. That would be a good place to put it if anybody wanted to. You don't have to. And how are you, Phoenix? Alrighty. So I'm going to finish this round. So chain 3. The corner is a single. Chain 3. Welcome in, Reese. And then a single. And then I have this last side to go to. 1, 2, 3. In between the grannies, do a single. 1, 2, 3. In between the grannies, do a single. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Oh, and at every round, you can change colors. So I'm doing it every 2 rounds. You can change every single round, or anywhere you want. So if you wanted to, and thank you for the hydrate. Let me keep going, because I'm at the end of this round. The last corner is the tricky one. So the very last corner, after you put in your single, chain 1, half double into the first single you made in the round. Because a half double is about the length of 2 chains, and we're doing 3 chains in the corner, so that's why we did that chain first. And Race Cup is on a 5-stream streak. And now we're doing our half double, but I'm going to change color here. Am I? Actually, no. We're not going to change color. We're not going to change color. Or use a variegated... Yes! Yes, you can do that. So it changes on its own. But I'm going to show this one thing. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm just going to keep going with this color. After this next round, then we'll change color. So we're doing a granny stitch round. So chain 3, that's a double crochet, and into the corner we're putting in 2 more doubles. And that is a granny stitch, 3 doubles. Oh, I love ombres and color changing yarns. Alright, now I don't put a chain in between my granny stitches when I'm making the granny stitches. So I'm just going to go and do the granny stitches in the chain spaces. 2, 3. And if you do put a chain here in between, that's fine. I usually don't. 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. The corner is granny, chain 3, granny, not cranny. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, that's our corner. And then our next granny stitch in that same corner space. You don't, yeah. I don't. But hey, whatever you do, just keep it consistent. Because if not, your square's not going to be square. It's going to be noticeable. You don't have to. Yeah. Yep. That's why there's a lot of variation in the same stitches. 2 and whoops. 3. I'm just doing this round. When we get to the next round, I'll show you about the color change. And I will change on the round we do the single crochets. Beautiful, yes, a lot of ombres and variegated and self-striping yarns make really nice effects, depending on the stitches you do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. The yarn got caught in my hook. Oh, I thought I was done the round. 2, 3. We're at a corner. Granny. Oh, you're knitting. Ooh, yeah. I need to get better at knitting. I know I keep saying it. I keep saying it. 2. So that's the corner. So I have my last side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's like painting or baking bread. Use the same general directions. Yep, you can vary it. You can spice it up. Exactly. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The baking, actually the baking part, that's a good analogy. Like if you take a very basic sugar cookie dough recipe, very basic, you can add things to make all different variations of that cookie. You can add different flavorings, different colors. So, same type of thing. Alright. Here is our corner. So I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to half double crochet into our first stitch of the round, but I'm going to finish it off with my new color. Okay, so this now, the round we're doing is the round with the single crochet. So I've chained 1, go into the chain space, do a single. 1, 2, 3, cinnamon on it, and make it a snickerdoodle. Yeah, you can add M&Ms into it to make it an M&M cookie. Yeah, so think of your squares as a cookie. So I chain 3. In between the grannies, I'm doing a single. And then 1, 2, 3. In between the grannies, do a single. 1, 2, 3. Do a single. 1, 2, 3. Do a single. 1, 2, 3. Do a single. People do that with sourdough. Yes. They add all sorts of inclusions in color. Yes. Pumpkin and Jack Skellington loaf. Yes. Yep. Exactly. All right. So see here that color change. Now, I'm not going to keep going, but imagine if I go all the way around and when I finish off, I change back to the blue. So imagine that stitch. You won't really see these chains as much because they're going to be covered up. Those stitches cover up that chain, so that'll be covered up, but you'll see a little bit of orange peeking through. So, and that's kind of like that one right there, in the carousel, the blue one. They did the granny stitches in blues, but the chain, the single crochet and the chain rows in the white. So you can use that as an accent color. Honestly, with knitting, it's just getting the knit and purl stitch down and changing up how this. Yeah, I know. Yeah, with knitting, I know how to knit and purl. I don't know how to increase, decrease, do any of the other things. And I've got lots of streamer friends, Twitch friends that have volunteered to help me. I just got to be in the mood to do it, and I'm getting close to it because I've got really pretty yarn. That's cool. Just want to help spark people's creativity so you can be inspired to make beautiful things. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're welcome, Trouble. You're welcome. And you can make this as big as you want. Same thing with a traditional granny. You can keep going as long as you want. So, I think next time if I did this, I would chain 2 because the holes are pretty big. I think I would chain 2. Just because with this yarn. The Crochet Crowd wasn't using cotton yarn. I use that so stitches are kind of clear for stream, for demo purposes. But, yeah, if I would do it in this yarn, I would chain 2. Welcome in, Panther. Looking a little speaking of variegated, just posted a cat. Ooh. Ooh, I'm going to take a look. We're going to do our Discord share on, what do we call it? Friday. Oh, that's cute. But yeah, that's, because I'd be switching back and forth all the time. So yeah, that's why on Fridays, I'm going to save that for Friday. I hope you don't mind. But I'm going to frog all of this out because this is just my demo yarn. This is Lily Sugar and Cream. I think Clay Miku gave these to me. It's not my favorite yarn to work with. I do like cotton yarn, but it's rough. It's on the rough side. If anybody's worked with it, it's rough. It's great for dish rags and that type of thing, but not my favorite. Oh, and the yarn that I got, yeah, I would love to see what everybody makes. The yarn that I want to knit with is this green and blue yarn. I showed this on stream the other last week that I just got this. This is, let me move that out of the way because it's competing with the colors. This is So Royal's yarn. So Royal here on Twitch. Let me, I'm gonna get her site. That website right there. That is So Royal's. She hand dyes yarn, and she also makes dance costumes. She is a streamer. She's a Moco Loco, and beautiful, beautiful colorways. So she's got a series called Zodiac. I think she only has 4 of the Zodiac signs so far, and this happens to be my sign. This is the Aquarius colorway, and I saw that. I'm like, I gotta have it. And then this is some of hers also. I won this in a giveaway 2 years ago, I think. This is the Heather Bizzo colorway. And it's merino wool and nylon. And they're fingering weight. So I want to make socks. But I'm not ready to knit socks with this stuff yet. I know I just should do it, but I'm not to that point yet. And I need to message her. On So Royal's shop. I don't know if it's still active, but I know the other year she created a discount code for any of my viewers. If it's still active, if you want to make an order, try it. If not, it doesn't work. Discount code is Dirty Hooker at checkout to get 10% off. Everything except it's either the Advent or Yarn of the Month. I can't remember which one. It's one of the two that it does not apply. That is if it works. I'm not certain if that code works anymore. So, Dirty Hooker, one word. But I'm gonna have to message her if I remember to see if that is still active. Even if it's not, her prices are very competitive. They're not bad at all. Okay. Let's move that out of the way. So, that was all I had planned for Mastering Mondays, but we're not going to end stream. Haven't even been on an hour. Should I work on my tatted sunflowers, or, you know what? We're going to do a poll. I'm going to do a poll. We'll do a poll. I'll let you all vote to figure out what I'm going to be doing. If I can find the poll. going to set it for 2 minutes. Okay. So, no additional votes. Actually, you know what? We'll allow additional votes. 1 channel point for each vote. You have 2 minutes. Are we going to... am I going to work on tatted flowers, the Luvia shawl, or junk journaling? So, there's a poll that should be in the top of chat. Everybody vote. You can vote as many times as you want. You can kind of weight the deck. Oh. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with whatever y'all vote. I'm okay with any of the 3. Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. There's a battle. There's a battle between 2 of them. There is a battle between 2. Somebody's battling it out. Okay, it's kind of close. Like, it's... okay, what? Oh, wait. Ooh. It's really close. It's between tatted flowers and junk journaling. The Luvia shawl only has like 1% of the vote. That's not gonna happen, which is fine because I've been crocheting on that for a while. It's between tatted flowers and junk journaling. If there's a tie between those 2, we'll do it again, but no additional votes. That's how we can do it. Welcome in, Satoru. How are you? There's a vote. There's a poll up in the top of chat for my next project to work on tonight. Tatted flowers, a crocheted shawl, or my junk journal. All are projects that I'm in the process of working on. It is close. It is very close between the tatting and the junk journal. It's like... Wow. Okay, tatted flowers won at 51%, junk journaling got 48%, and the shawl got 1%. It's tatted flowers. Alrighty. So, we can switch to that. You want... oh, it was you? So... I started this right before stream. This is my horrible handwriting. These are all of the flowers I have to make. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 flowers. And then I counted up 43 leaves. Yesterday was your wife's birthday. Oh, and today is yours. Happy birthday to both of you. Oh. Okay, I was just checking. Yes, happy birthday. So, we're working on the flowers. We're not going to worry about the leaves. And I'm not going to, I'm not going to mention how, I get to do the leaves, because we're not talking about that. Yes, the voting got me to laugh. It did. We're going to have an ad here in about a minute and a half-ish. So, be prepared. It's just an ad. Why did it say be prepared? You know Crafty Cub. So, because I've got lots to catch up on. 2, 3, 4. Actually, I need to change my my thing. Okay, I updated it to the flowers. 1, 2, 3, I'm a little nervous. Tomorrow we have a location, and we're playing our songs and piano pieces. Oh! Why is the location making you nervous? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I saw. Wait, I have the squares where? What? Wait. I'm not certain what that I have squares. I do? You might have to refresh. You might have to refresh. I'm assuming that's like a concert hall. I think you're gonna be. I think you'll be okay. I mean, I'm not. It's easy for me to say that, but just kind of focus on what you are doing and try not to let the surroundings be too intimidating. Again, I know it's easier said than done. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, it could be. It's fine. It's fine. Basically, if anybody comes in, it should say the flowers, and if not, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal if it says squares. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we gotta do the folded join. I forgot how to do this. Oh, we gotta come in from... Wait a minute. Yeah, we gotta come in from the back. Like... and welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I'm trying to do a folded join here. One, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna see if I did this. Oh my gosh, why can't I? My stitches are pretty tight on this needle. Oh my gosh, did I mess this up? Okay. I'm really putting my muscle into this. Welcome in, Retro. I'm trying to do a tatted flower, and I think my stitches might be... Yeah. We're going to have to redo that. We're going to have to redo that. Okay, that's fine. That's just one ring. It's all good. How are you, Retro? Oh, it doesn't look too... Oh, I might have messed that up. It's fine. Piano pieces turned out incredibly beautiful. Braveheart, The Last Samurai, The Dream of Flying. Oh, wow. Wait. Wait, did you already have? Did you already do that? Did you already play there? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to make our stitches a little looser on my needle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looking. You're knitting your second witch. Notice after I stuffed it, you made oops. Oh no. Oh no. Well, some witches have small heads. Ah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. I hope then it wouldn't work with the hat. Oh, and she would look silly. Well, we can't have a silly looking witch. Witches always look very put together. Sorry. No, I get it. I understand. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Only you both seem to have talent. You don't say yours is just as awesome. You're always a mess? Oh, wait, you are? Yes, you are a witch. You know, you're not a mess. I mean, it's in your name, Witchy Weaver. I'm a little, I don't know. Okay, that is not the best flower. You know what? This is shipwrecks. So if I have to redo this, it's fine. It's fine. We're going to blame Ship, even though he's not here. Well, maybe he is here. That is not my best. You're not a messy, you're awesome, you're part of Twitch family, yes. And it's okay if somebody's a mess. Nothing wrong with it. Oh! It's only ships. Yeah, it's only ships, don't worry about it. Camu and I have a song together, When the Cherry Blossoms Fall. Oh, wow. Wow. I bet that's a pretty song. I saw a video today. We're not doing it tonight. And I don't know if Upcycly is here. I'm not calling her out of work if she is. Yeah, I don't think she's here. She would probably really like this idea. And I'm going to try it. But not tonight. But basically what you do is you take... this might not be long enough. You take... person was using sewing thread. Like if you've got a spool of sewing thread and there isn't much on there, or it's really old thread and you don't want to use it for a sewing project, you take either the handle of like a very thin, very small paintbrush, or I guess a knitting needle would work too, metal or plastic, and you get some Elmer's glue, some cheap ordinary glue, and you wrap. You take your thread, I guess you could use this thread too. You take your thread and you wrap it around a couple times, and then you put glue, a dab of glue, right on there, and you wrap it maybe about 10, 20 times or whatever. And then on the other side, you put more glue, and you wrap and you wrap. You keep doing that in like sets of 20 till you have 100 wraps. And then, let's say that's the end. Oh, this would actually work because it's thicker. And then, remember, it's all glued, and you keep gluing it here and there. And then when you get to the very end, actually, let me do that. I'm not wrapping this evenly, but you would wrap it evenly. Imagine if it's even. And then when you get to the end, you glue your tail down to that. And it's not glued to this. Before it dries, you pull this off, and you'll make a bead out of your leftover thread. And I'm like, that is pretty cool. I guess you could do the same thing with a straw or a coffee stirrer, and you wouldn't have to take it off of that. You could just cut it and use the straw as the core of the bead. It's basically the concept of taking paper, like magazine pages, and ripping strips and rolling them up to make paper beads. It's the same type of concept. I'm like, I got plenty of scrap thread. Plenty. And especially this stuff, if it's too small to like, well, this I could probably make a small a little bit of tatting with. But the really small pieces, you're not wasting it. And then, like I said, they were using old sewing thread. Since none of us are the best speakers, we use music to express yourselves. Oh no, that's fine. That's there's nothing wrong with using music to express yourself. Welcome in, Supreme. Yes, I was at YouTube University today. Yes, I'm like that. Oh, this person, I'll have to find the channel. They also did it with scrap pieces of denim. They took scrap pieces and they cut maybe about, how wide? Maybe about ½ inch. Well, actually, many different, you can vary the width. So let's say it was like a ½ inch at one end, and you'd have it maybe, I don't know, 10 inches long, but you taper it down to a point. Okay? So you have a very long, skinny triangle. And you do the same thing. The wide end, you'd wrap around your knitting needle or paintbrush and then glue and just keep going and glue and glue and glue and glue. And then it would be more of it would be like a sphere type, because the taper would make, so it wouldn't be just like a cylinder, it'd be more of a sphere. And you could make beads. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. And then I got to find something to use the beads for. Oblong, yes. Yes. So I was like, that is really, really cool. And they were also doing something, and they had this special punch. They took an aluminum drinking can, either soda, beer, whatever, an empty one. And they didn't show how to cut the top and bottom off, but they had a flat rectangle piece of the can, the drinking can. Oblong B was a cartoon? And so they had the flat piece of aluminum can, and then they had this device. It was this punch thing. It's meant for punching out metal. I don't need another tool, but it was this thing. It had like different holes, different sizes, and then these different punches. So you'd slide the metal in. It had like a little gap that you would slide it in, and you put the punch in the corresponding hole on top of the metal, and you take a rubber mallet and it punches out a circle blank. And then they were using this thing called a dopper? I think it's called. It was this tool that like had concave little recesses in it and matching little tools that like had a ball end. Kind of like an embossing tool. Kind of like this, but bigger. They had bigger, not that big. And then they would kind of like form that aluminum disc into like like a ball shape, like not a bowl shape, like a convex shape, and then they were making beads with that. I just ranted. You didn't take anything badly. Welcome in, Shep. Oh, Shep. I broke Dino. Beginning of stream, Trouble redeemed it, and I went to go change the name, and it now won't play, so it's been disabled. I need, after stream, I need to work on that and a couple other redeems. So, yeah, the dinosaur is broken. But I'll fix it. No, it's not Trouble's fault. It's my fault, actually. I'm the one who went in and messed with it. I tried to click the button testing it, and it won't do anything. So, and I don't think I can do it when I'm on stream. So, it's my fault. Welcome in, Elliot. How are you? Oh, and Shep. I'm working on your Subflower. That you probably subbed almost a month ago, and it kind of got a little distorted. I hope you don't mind. I can always redo it. I don't think you probably don't care, and if you do care, tough. I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. Okay, I need color number 23. Oh no. I gotta find my duck. Cup things I don't deserve a prop. I can remake it. Rubber ducky, I'm all snuggly in my PJs, fluffy socks and fluffy dressing gown, so I'm happy. Very nice, Elliot. That sounds comfy. Bo 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 ribbo. I don't know where that ball of thread. Here it is. You will make noise. Rubber ducky, I'm and it's true. Rubber-dub-dubby, rubber-ducky, you're so fine. You're mine. Rubber-duck. It's actually, the flower's fine. It's fine. It's good. Rubber cubby. Speaking of that, it's not rubber, but, where is my monitor camera? Emma has done, 3D modeling. I didn't do it. I didn't do this. I don't know any of that. But I didn't know I looked like that from the back. And actually, there's probably more hair in that model than I have in the back of my head. So yes, Emma has been doing some things. It might actually be an actual thing. It might actually be a thing. Yeah, I know. You have to talk to Emma. It has nothing to do with me. I mean, it's my likeness, but you have to talk to Emma. I don't know what she's doing with the file, or any of the artwork, or any of it. Okay. How is everybody? You could say I'm just ducky. Sorry. Okay, let's trim the end. Just ducking around. Well, that's good. Duck around and Yes. Okay. Sorry if there's a glare. Why am I like all the way off center? Like, oh. Okay, that's supposed to be like that. That really quacks you up? Wow. Wowie, 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 wow. Don't let Supreme make any... No. No. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and nine. Wow, Reese! Duck with me and I'll duck you. Oh, wow. I'm not expecting Reese to say that. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I see what you did there. No foul jokes. You get it? Foul. Want to fill chat with duck puns? Oh my. Duck on Ducky Violent. Yeah, no. Reese is... I'm not used to Reese doing that. Okay. For some reason, my tatting stitches, when they're on the needle, they're very, very snug, and I can't take the needle out. It's been happening. Okay. Yeah, I taught how to... Oh, I frogged it out. I taught how to do, a modern granny square, and then chat voted what I should do next. Either work on my shawl, tat flowers, or junk journal. And it was close between tatting and junk journal. But tatting won. Which means Wednesday... Well, I was going to do this anyway, but Wednesday we will junk journal. Trouble? Wait. Yes, that's your name. What's a duck favorite computer? A Quackintosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, a Quackintosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't forget your name. Did I wait. Did I say something that I forgot your name? Wait, huh? I'm confused. How many times am I going to say that in my streams? That should be a redeem. That should be a redeem. How many times does Cub say, I'm confused? You got 200 plus duck pump. Oh, no. Oh, no. I want a new duck. One that won't try to bite. One that won't chew a hole in my socks. One will quack all night. So, Huey Lewis, is that one of Donald's nephews? Huey, Dewey, and Louie Lewis. You get that was a stretch. You were saying about what happened in stream. Oh, not mentioning name. Oh, for voting. That's what it was. Okay. Doing something. Yes. If I'm doing something, very easily distracted. My wife is struggling with the rainbow blanket. Oh no. Weighs over a kilo. Oh wow. I'm certain that she can get through it. I know it takes some time, and sometimes when I'm struggling with a crochet project, I have to put it down for a bit and come back to it later. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. You don't have to be sorry. It's all good. It's all good. To be fair, there's probably an outbreak of duck puns. It's a total quackademic. Oh, that one was bad. Maybe it's something to do with the needle. Maybe I have to, like... Because okay, you could tell. Well, if I hold this up to my other tatting needles, the finish has come off a bit on this needle. Because this is the one I use all the time. And it's just not a matter of getting another one. Like grabbing another one here, because you match up the size of the needle with the size of your thread. And I only have one of this size. I only have one of every size. Well, every size that I have, I only have one of. Might have to order another set. It might not be a bad idea to have another one on. And also my one needle, the eye came split. Not that I'm ever going to use that one anytime soon, because I can't see the thread that goes into that needle. My grandpa took me duck hunting. It was a quack shoot. Oh no. Was going into duck studies to get my doctorate. Oh my god. Okay, that one's really bad, even for me. Nice hat. Want a duck? Wait, what? No, I don't want a duck. No ducks. First ship wants me to get a donkey. Now he wants me to get a duck. We now have an embroidery frame for my father for cross-stitch picture. Oh! Up to 140 centimeters. And I realize that we do not have enough needle... You can make needle minders. I know you can, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You can get, the magnets and, the plastic, I don't know what it's called. Back in my day, they were kits, the Shrinky Dink kits. Does anybody remember Shrinky Dinks? They still sell the plastic, but I don't know if they sell the kits of like all the different characters. They sell just the plain blank plastic that you can do your own type of thing, and shrinking inks are fun. And then that's when you go into into a cold lake. No. Um, also, does anybody remember? I forgot what they were called. I've seen pictures online. We had them. We have a few, one or two that are Christmas ornaments. I know Crojo Mojo has one. It's a frog. So they were a metal frame. You didn't say shrink. You didn't. You're dang. Yeah. They were metal, and they were like, they kind of looked like a metal die cut, but they weren't sharp. They weren't sharp like a die cut. So they could be intricate. They could have different, like, little areas, but it'd be all metal. It could be a cartoon character. It could be like, Crojo had a frog. We have it looks like holly, like holly leaves and holly berry. Think berries, not the actress Holly Berry. We had a bell. They come in different things. And then in the kit, there were these little tiny little pieces of plastic. They were like really, really tiny. They looked like, they weren't beads. They kind of looked like seed beads, but there were no holes in them. And it was actually plastic, little pieces cut up. And they were separated in different colors, little baggies. And then you would get a cookie sheet and put down foil. And then you put your frame down on top of your cookie sheet. And in the different sections, you put these little plastic little bits. They're tiny, tiny. And you'd fill them in. Okay? And then you put them in the oven. And it basically melted it. And yes, kind of like stained glass. And a lot of them, the top had a little ring at the top that you can use to hang as an ornament. Or suction cup that. Put them on a suction cup on a window. And they could be sun catchers. Yes. Yes. Hammer beads? Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, there were no holes in them. You bought a needle minder from Awesome Patterns? Ooh. Grammy said those were great unless your cookie sheet was warped, because then it would seep underneath. Yes. Those were cool. Those were cool. I think Crojo still has her frog. Crojo's always loved frogs. You should see her house and her yard and backyard. There are frogs everywhere. Like, not real frogs, but things that look like frogs. But yeah, I don't think they make those anymore. But yeah, basically, like Supreme said, yeah, you make a little stained glass, but no actual glass. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think it was nationwide, or at least most of the nation. It wasn't just in my area. There used to be a craft store called Frank's Nursery and Crafts. And I know they carried them. They carried a whole bunch of things. I love that store. I love that store. It was a craft store, but also they had the garden center. Your father gave my wife a cross-stitch picture and 130 by 130 centimeter, 16 count. Oh. And 211 from Fair. Oh. Okay, I wouldn't have a problem doing 16 count. That's about as small as I could probably do. Oh, that reminds me. Thank you. That kind of reminds me. You weren't trying to remind me, but it triggered my brain. So last night on stream, I know Upcycling was in here, and we were talking about it. Would anybody be interested in doing a not a cross stitch, an embroidery along, and if I'm able to, and I think I would, I have to go through things, and I would provide a kit, because I got everything for a kit that I can make up except for the hoop. I don't have enough hoops. Maybe needle. I'd have to look and see what type of needles I have. I probably have enough of the fabric that I can divide up into a bunch of kits. And I've got crewel embroidery yarn. And I'd put the design onto the fabric. Many years after the fact, I now cringe at the thought of all the toxins released in the oven, which when we cook our dinner it. Yes. You know what? We're fine. We're good. We survived. We're all good. Favorite craft store from your hometown also operates a trampoline sales and repairs. Oh, wow. I'm assuming cross stitch wasn't finished. Yeah. Maybe. I don't, yeah. Yeah, did your, when your father gave it to your wife, was it already done or was it a kit for her to do? But yes, if anybody is interested in doing a crewel embroidery along, let me know. I'm going to put more information in my Discord. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Because I'm asking because I have so much crewel yarn. I'm never going to use it all in my lifetime. And I would have enough to make makeup kits. That's where I was kind of lost. It's cool if she could work on it and finish it. Yeah. Yeah, either way. It's cool if it's already finished, if it's partially done, or hasn't even been done at all. You're good. Don't recall eyeballs on top of your head or an orange growing from your forehead. Wait, did that happen? Wait a minute. I've got a duck on my head, not an orange or eyeballs. Like, wait a minute. Is there a part of my childhood I don't remember? Like Grammy, like. Oh no. Oh no. Thank you, Dan. Give me a second. Orange bill growing from your... Yes, yes. Cross-stitched it in total. Received... Okay. So, are they ready to be put together? I think that's what we're asking. An orange growing from your head sounds traumatic enough to repress the memory. Could be. Okay. We're going to update this. We'll add 30 minutes to the clock. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Alrighty, sing along. Sweetly sings the donkey at the break of day. If you do not feed him, this is what he'll say. Ee-aw, 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 ee-aw. It's the rare duck-billed donkey puss. Yes, it's not that rare. It's not that rare on this channel. I enjoy working on mine. Enjoy some of the process of working on them. Yes, yeah. I need to do another cross stitch. I haven't done a cross stitch since the Golden Girls piece. Yes, the rare duck-billed donkey puss. All right. Where's this? One. Whoops. I love this song, even though I have no idea what they're saying. And I've heard the English version. I don't like the English version. It just sounds weird. Probably because the first version of it that I've ever heard was the German version. Already started copying the 18 patterns with the oh, okay. Oh yeah. It's definitely anti-nuclear war, nuclear bomb song. Yes. I do know that's what it's about, but I don't know the actual, like, the lyrics translated. All I know, yes, 99 red balloons, yes. One day I am to rewrite this song as a ooh, but I would need to learn more. Oh, wow. Yeah. They use it as a soft drink? Oh, really? Really? Huh. Yeah, because, yeah, I've heard the English version, and did you know, here in the United States, the English version wasn't as popular. The German was more popular. That's very rare for the U.S. Six, 7, 8, 99 dead balloons sitting in my living room. Is that the lyrics, or are you just making your own version? I'm very happy to start cross stitching. I find it relaxing. Oh yes, cross stitching. Cross stitching is very, very relaxing until you realized way down the road that you put stitches in the wrong space. And sometimes you can just ignore a stitch here or there, but if it's a large section of color, that's not fun. That is not fun. Yarn's at the point where the ball isn't firm, but you have a floppy ball. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Went to karaoke night once. 2 girls got up to sing 99 Red Balloons, but they sung it in German. Turns out they were German. Ah, well, yeah. They obviously, they would definitely know that version. Welcome to the stitching community. I need to accept that cross stitch needs shorter threads. Yes. The inevitable tangles are not relaxing, but short thread. Yes, it can be annoying. But those who don't, and this is something I'm not gonna show it right now unless somebody wanted me to. There is a trick of starting your thread that isn't as annoying. It's the using a waist knot, and you don't have to flip your work over. You will have to flip your work over when you're done to weave in your tail, but starting it, you start it from the top. There's also, if you're using, like, I think it is an even number, odd number of strands, there's the loop method, which I've never done the loop method. But the waist knot method, that's my preferred. And you can do it with all types of embroidery. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Thanks to the if it goes to tangle, yes, let your needle hang and it will untwist. Yes, that will help too. Loop method, okay, even numbered, yeah. Or when you put that cross stitch project to the side for a while and pick it back up, and the list count of your rows, the cute little cabin you stitches down in the middle of the leg. Yeah, Grammy did that. Yeah. that happens. And thought it would make sense to copy the instructions and cross out the finished stitches. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That or if you have a digital version, or even scan it in and do like a PDF, and you could cross it off on the PDF, and then when you're all done, you can take all your marks off and you can do it. Use that again. That's if you use digital patterns. Or if you scan it in and digitize it. And if you pull strands one at a time and let it hang, yes. It takes some patience. It does take some patience, especially if you've got a tangle or a knot or that type of thing. Also, with embroidery, you've got the snobs that say the back should look almost identical to the front. No. To heck with that. No. If you use Pattern Keeper... Oh yeah, Pattern Keeper, yes. Keep track of... Yes. I've never used that before. I love it. I only have to buy it once. Okay. So I gotta pull the center threads tighter, and that'll be fine. Yes, there are embroidery, and cross stitch is a type of embroidery. There are embroidery snobs. No one, yeah, no one looks at your back. Yeah, nobody look at the back. Yeah, but there are people. There are the art snobs, the craft snobs. They're in every art form. There are snobs, and I don't like that. Actually, let me show you this real quick, if I can get to it. My partner's mom is an amazing quilter and cross-stitcher. You're our own crafter, so sometimes you have tea together. Oh, wow. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. Grammy is she doesn't say that she's an expert quilter, but she's a pretty good quilter. And we don't have tea, but we've had many meals together. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna grab something, and I can do a demo. Whoa. Let me do a little demo of what I was talking about. Let me see if I can find my needle. That's not the right needle, but it'll work. That needle will work. And I've got some little bits of thread in here. Good idea. You'll have to ask my brother about it. I'm not that tech savvy. 150 centimeter wide metal frame, and a table stand. Oh wow, yes. You're getting restless. Okay, all right, Trouble. I should be around. We'll be junk journaling. When it comes to your hobby, you do it how you want. Yes, as long as you're not hurting anyone. Yes. It's how the front looks in the end, and if you enjoyed it, and if you're happy with how it turned out. Okay. This is not the right needle, but this will work for this little demo. So when I was talking about the waist knot, this will work. This will work. So I'm going to get a length of thread. Doesn't matter what type of thread you use. Any of them will work. This is some matte embroidery floss, so it's not the 6-stranded. Remember that right away. Okay. So I'm going to thread my needle. It's pretty easy. You can watch YouTube. Yes. Not the smartest. Oh, okay, no, that's not... Well, I don't think they really do cross-stitch on there. They might. Yeah, it's not a lot of cross-stitch. But, if anybody was interested in embroidery in general, I do not know this. I am no affiliation with this creator. I do like her videos. I haven't watched her videos in a while. Sarah Humphrey Embroidery. She touches a little bit on cross stitch, but it's a lot of other types of embroidery. And she does this waist knot. On YouTube, you'll learn a lot. Yes. Yes. YouTube is a great place. And Twitch. Alright. So if you're starting any embroidery, cross stitch, crewel work, black work, any of it, whatever, doesn't matter. So you don't have to worry about flipping over to the back. And usually what I would do is I would put my stitch in, I'd go in, come up, and then I'd make a loop on the back to grab my tail. Don't have to worry about all that. Don't have to worry about that. I'm going to do this outside here, actually. Actually, no. If you said YouTube doesn't have cross stitch. No. I meant the YouTube channel I just referred to, Sarah Humphrey Embroidery. I don't think she does a lot of cross stitch on it. But she does some, I think. But yeah, there's tons of cross-stitch stuff on YouTube. And you learn Pattern Keeper. Alright, so if you're starting any type of embroidery, cross-stitch included, at the other end of your needle, tie a little knot. Okay? Actually, I can demonstrate that again. So all I do is I grab it, I pinch it between my index finger and thumb, wrap it around my index finger, okay, and roll. Let me try that again. So pinch it, bring it between my index finger and my thumb, and I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna do this with my thumb and finger. And when you do that, it's gonna twist it, and at the same time, I'm now gonna grab what has been rolled up. That's gonna be the knot, and pull it to the end, and that puts a little knot on the end. Okay? If you get lost, Google has helped me. More than there's no harm asking. Yeah, ask anybody. So that knot is going to be a waist knot. Okay? So I've got my needle threaded. Waist knot on this end. This is the tail. That's a pretty good length. And with cross stitch, it doesn't really matter where you put your waist knot, but I would recommend putting this knot going down into an area you're going to cover over. If you're going to do this type of embroidery where you're going to fill in, put it inside your area. Don't put it in the outside. Okay. So wherever you're going to go down from the top. Go down. My needle's too big for this. And I'm going to leave that on the surface. And then I'm going to go a little bit away. So let's say we're going to go here, and I'm using the wrong needle. And I'm going to do my stitch. Okay? And you're going to do your stitching. You're going to work towards your knot a little bit. You don't have to go real close to it. But when you do that, if you're going to put your stitches in this area, you're going to cover it up on the back side. So as you go down and up, you're going to be going across this area. That's going to get trapped. That's going to get secured. And after you've gone a few stitches, you do an area. You can even do it when you're completely done. Then you can do this. You could pull on this knot after you've had your stitches done. Take your scissors really carefully, parallel to your fabric. You don't want to go in, you don't want to cut your fabric. You're going to pull that up a little bit, clip under that knot. That part would actually come underneath and be hidden in your stitches. Now, when you get to the end of this, when you're running out, you will have to finish on the back to weave in through a few stitches. But that is the way that I start a new strand. I use that waist knot because that knot's going to get cut off, and you're never going to use it again. Hope that helps. If it didn't, then sorry. Where did I put that? Let's put all that away. Oh, my needle punches need to go away. Oh, and this needs to go away. Okay. Posted our gift to you. Wait. Okay. Yeah, we can check that on Friday. Don't be afraid to waste a little bit of flow. Yes, you can always buy more. Yes. And if you are getting, if you are using DMC 6-stranded embroidery floss, okay, you can get this pretty much anywhere. It's a French company. You can get it all over Europe. You can get it all over North America. I'm assuming pretty much all over the world. Very easily, you can easily find this. And if your kit's not DMC, depending on the brand, there might be conversion charts. If it's a brand that doesn't use a well-known, if it's a brand of kit that doesn't use a well-known brand like DMC or Anchor, you might have some difficulty getting more if you run out. But you can get things pretty close. But yes, the DMC, it's the 6-stranded. It says DMC 25 on it, and Fairy Stitch uses the same. It uses DMC brand, DMC 25. Yeah, you can get this online, either from DMC. I know Amazon, at least here in the States, you can get it. Big box craft stores here in the States, and I think Canada. And I'm assuming anywhere that sells, not anywhere, but most places that have embroidery floss are going to carry that, because they are the industry standard. That company's been around since like the 1700s. So, and their colors are, what do they call it? Consistent. Oh, we're going to have it. I'm going to snooze the ad because we just got a raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream? What were you up to, divas? If anybody came in on the raid, if you're new here, I am the Crafty Cobb. I'm a fiber artist and a paper crafter. Yes, brand new paper crafter. That was a little delayed. We're the home of the proud dirty hookers. We don't wash our crochet hooks. If you do, you are still welcome. We don't discriminate. I specialize in teaching crochet and basic needle tatting. And in fact, I taught how to do, and I don't have the sample because I frogged it out. I taught how to do a modern granny square tonight. What were you working on? Were you working on one of your amazing wearables? If you're not following the Catatonic Divas, what are you doing? They are amazing. They make some of the most beautiful color contrasting wearables, sweaters, hoodies, hats, scarves. Yes, go and check them out. I was lurking in your stream. I need to spend some time in your stream. It's a very, very good time over there. Very chill. It's a very chill atmosphere. Saw it. Well, they're pretty now. I get you. A nice frame. It looks like you guys have been doing. Oh wow! I'll have to check it. I'll have to check that. But yeah, welcome in. What are we doing? What am I doing? trying to remember what's going on. So yes, I taught how to do that square, and I was working on a one of my subflowers. Did one of the wavy scarves, then we picked the grayscale corner to corner. Ooh, before show and tell. Very nice, very, very nice. If you have anything you want to share, we can show that for Raiders. We do our formal show and tell on Fridays, but Raiders, if you have any divas, if you have anything you want to share with us, we can take a look. If not, that's cool too. You know how it is here. You've been here many times. But welcome in. So, like I said, my subs, they get a flower in the colors of their choice. I tat them, needle tatting, and they go into a, I gotta move that. Why is that like that? They go into this. This is a flower pot. It actually had cactuses in it originally, and the cactuses and the succulents are no longer with us. So I put floral foam in it and some dried moss, and then stick these on. Let me get this right here. Attach them to these wooden floral picks. They come with, the floral picks come with a wire, and I just wire attach them, and they get put in there, and it's a little way to commemorate, I guess, to mark all of my subs. And there's also leaves. We're not going to talk about how leaves get in there, because we're not. It's not a bad thing. It's just there's a long list of leaves to make. So that's all we're saying. Where did my colors go? Oh, I threw them over here. Let's bring the music back. All right. I think that's number 8. Because I assign numbers to my colors. And yeah, that's 8 and that's 9. Okay, I need number 8. We need number 8. Oh wait, why am I'm like playing peekaboo with everybody. We don't need to do that. That's why. Oh, okay, that's why. That makes sense. That makes sense. So far, only smaller pictures and 14 count. Only started cross-stitching 3 months ago, but quickly fell in love with the fairy cross-stitch pictures. Fortunately, I couldn't manage with a smaller wooden rolling frame. Yeah. Sometimes you need the bigger hooper frame. We're gonna have an ad. An ad is starting momentarily. I'm just measuring out my thread for my next flower. 2. There we go. Actually, this is Bray Crochet's flower, and it wasn't the other day when she subbed. It was the month before. Yeah, I've been slacking. Pretty new cross stitcher. Been a few years. Yeah, I've cross stitched on and off for a while now. It's pretty fun. Close out that tab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's a little snug, but it's fine. 5 and 6. Welcome in, Raiders. We're at ad. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm gonna wait till the ad is over to greet everybody. I'll be with you in a second. I'm gonna cut out early. All right, Trisha. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till the ad is over with. 2, 3, 4. I should have gone down and got something to drink. Well, I'll welcome everybody in, then get something to drink. That's what I should have done. But be back again. Yeah, I totally understand. I get that, Trisha. It's all good. And you know what? We're going to do this again. We'll do this again. When the ad is over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 40 some seconds left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ad is almost done. All right, ad is over. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. I'm going to give you another shout out. Alrighty then. How was your stream? What were you working on? Let me catch up with chat. Sorry that you rated in when we had just gone to an ad. Welcome in, Teal Giraffe and Celtic Glass Creations. Thank you for the check-in. Welcome in, Dinner Girl. Back to go tomorrow. You were crocheting your first blanket, usually a knitter. And you got to 101 followers. Congratulations. Congratulations. If you have anything you want to share, links are open. I also have a Discord. Feel free. Would love to see what you're working on. If you choose not to, that is fine too. But welcome in. If you are new here, I am the Crafty Cop. I'm a fiber artist and a paper crafter. Yes, brand new paper crafter. We are the home of the proud dirty hookers. We don't wash our crochet hooks. There are people that wash them on a regular basis. I do not. I don't understand it. But if you do, you are still welcome. I specialize in teaching crochet and teaching basic needle tatting and other things here and there that I may or may not know. Sometimes I fake it till you make it. But welcome in. And often I do wear silly hats. It's a thing here. My chat likes to get me to do things that make me look embarrassing. So welcome in. Let me see. Looking forward to finishing your little dragon. Currently embroidering. Linda! Everything's going off at the same time. I don't know who redeemed that. Uh, okay. The duck has been gone for a while, but we're leaving it all on there. Um, so we're going to add 30 minutes to the clock. Um, oh, wow. Thank you for the... Linda! Uh, How are you, Teal Giraffe? Um, okay, we're gonna get the sub thing in a second for Linda. Didn't think of washing that. Yeah, I was in a Facebook group a couple years ago about crochet, and somebody had asked, "How often do you wash your crochet hooks?" And I'm like, "What? Huh?" I wasn't talking to anybody. I was not on camera. There was nobody around me. I'm just scrolling Facebook, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, never have, never will. None of them. Yeah, speaking of. Let me see here. This is for Linda. Where is the thing? Where? Linda, pick up to 2 colors. Oh, why is that small? Pick up to 2 colors, and I also have white, as you know. And if nobody knows what this means, when I get a sub, the subscriber gets to pick up to 2 different colors of their choice, and I make a small little tatted flower, and it goes into a flower pot that sits here on my desk. That is getting very, very full. Couldn't do that. Too many hot flashes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't understand why somebody would want to, Oh, you meant the hats. My brain was still on washing hooks. Okay, too many hats. The sunflowers go into the chamber pot. No. The chamber pot is not in this room. Shep, I'm surprised you remembered the chamber pot. But yes. Oh, and Linda is, I know, okay, Linda's at work. That's what it is. She's kind of just, like came in real quick and subbed, because I remember she said she can't respond. I can remember it. So, I have it written down. The next time I see Linda, or she sees me, I will get the numbers. You're not that old? I forgot about it, and it's in my house. Yes. There's a theme here, I guess, on my stream. Pooh and... I don't know how that came about, but yes, in our living room, hear me out. Don't click away. Don't unfollow. In our living room, it's a little more formal. It's not super formal, but it's a little more formal. And on the bookshelf, there is an actual ceramic... I don't know, it's not ceramic. Whatever, it's chamber pot. And it was bought online, like secondhand eBay or whatever, and it, as far as we know, it hasn't been used in many, 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 many times. It's decorative, and it's got artificial flowers in it. Chamber pot, it keeps the living room from getting... Yes, because we are the fanciest. Not the room was expecting. Yes. Secondhand. I've shown pictures of the chamber pot before. Yeah. There's a theme. There's poo on my stream. This is not poo. This is a potato. Okay? This is the Traveling Tatters merch. So, this is not Oh, we have an upside down poo. Poo, and I have a Winnie the Pooh, which is behind me somewhere that I made. No, it's not a potato. No, it's a potato. No, it's not. No. Wrong shirt to wear, Crafty Cub. Wrong shirt to wear. Anyway, well, I hope you had a good stream, Teal Giraffe. If you need to de-stress and de-stream and all of that good stuff, and get away from the craziness that is my stream, I totally understand. I gotta move my timer, because I don't like my timer where it is, because... Where is the timer? Wait a minute, where is the timer? I can't find the thing to move it. Oh, it's right here. That needs to go there. Okay. So yes, as I was saying, I'm making a subflower for one of my subscribers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if anybody wants to learn this, I do teach this. I think we said we could enter the draw. No, it's not. It's actually not my chamber pot. So nobody is winning that, and there is no drawing. Not as bad as the Twitch choosing the onset of my stream, where I was describing the Big Lebowski quote about fucking a stranger in the ass. Had to accept the auto mod for someone typing it in the chat, and I said out loud, of course. Yes, and then somebody clipped it. Yes. Streamers, we have to learn, and we will never learn to be careful of what we say, because our chat likes to clip things. That's happened many times here. Did I get that all twisted? Oh, yeah, but it's fine. We're fine. Like, there's a clip of me trying to explain a way of making a slip knot for crochet, and the way that I kind of describe it is you take your yarn and you form it into the letter P, okay? And it's where you put the hook to make the knot, and I did it like this, and I said the phrase, "Welcome in, Dreaming Truth." I said the phrase, I have the P in my hand. Yeah, somebody clipped that. We get used to narrating all of our thoughts. Yes, and not to... Plus, if you're a streamer, you're also being, like, audio-visual, technical, producer, director, and all at once. Well, yeah. So, your brain isn't fully there when you say things. How are you, Dreaming Truth? I'm pretty good. I'm doing good, except that stitches needed to be redone. 2, 3, 4. Welcome in, Lala. How are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, almost every day I see an Eric Covic experience Connecticut, but they're getting... That doesn't happen that often. Yes, that happened today. I flew into a barrier or something. And that was right after leveling up big time. And I lost a lot of my levels. And I lost my sword. And there was something else. Oh, I lost my helmet too. It is a Lala, and it is ship. Yes. Oh my gosh. Crafty Cub. Retro! Retro! Thank you for the shout out for Lala. Yes, you clipped. No, I did not. Now I have 2 PP clips. I got lots of Donkey Song clips, and now two PP clips. Great. See what you all did. You made me mess up. No, you're fine. You're fine, Retro. Oh, wow. Subnautica, but it's a clip that somebody took that I never cleaned out. 30 seconds. Oh, wow. No, that clip was from 2022, not 2003. It looks like it. That was not even a month into streaming. That was probably my very first clip, and I don't even know who clipped it. That was Baby Crafty Cub. That's coming up on 3 years. And that was before I knew how to get my sound routed to my VODs. I didn't know what I was doing back then. I still don't. I'm still a baby. Whatever. But I messed up. This was supposed to be a ring, not a chain. But, I don't know how I did that. I really don't know how I did this. Approaching 5 years. Oh, wow. Yeah. This December will be 3. It'll be 3 years on Twitch. Well, streaming on Twitch. I've had a Twitch account for a while now. I don't even know how long I've had my Twitch account. Thank you for the follow! And I did see that Teal Giraffe said, great music. Thank you. I am an 80s child. We listen to 80s often here. Not always. But that's usually the default. Because that's what I like. Alright. Oh. It's because I flipped it around. I flipped it around and I was using the wrong side and the wrong thread. I am not doing too well with this tatting tonight. You too? Yes, I love that era of music. That's why the hot flash is. I get it. Well, I don't get it, but I get it. Welcome in, Raiders! Welcome in! Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. What were you working on? What were you doing? I thanked you for the follow before you raided in. Welcome in. I'm going to try to pronounce your name. Lilia? If I'm not pronouncing it correctly, I am sorry. Welcome in, Still Casual and Nickery7. Why can't I scroll? And Armandoff. Welcome in. I am the Crafty Cub. I am a fiber artist and a paper crafter, brand new paper crafter. We are the home of the proud, dirty hookers. We don't wash our crochet hooks. If you do, you are still welcome. Yes, there are people that wash them on a regular basis. I never have, never will. We welcome everybody. And I specialize in teaching crochet and basic needle tatting. If you have any questions, feel free to stop me at any time, and I will try to demonstrate. Lilia, okay. You're a member. You're a proud dirty hooker. Pressures washes cubs. So don't go near my hooks. Stay away from my hooks. To model painting and crocheting. Ooh. If you have anything you want to share, links are open. I also have a Discord. If you want to join, you don't have to. And if you don't have anything to share, that is fine too. We do like to see what people have been working on, but again, no pressure. What I have been doing tonight is we've did a few things. Earlier, I taught how to do a modern granny square. I don't have the sample because I taught it and then I frogged it out. But I can kind of show what they kind of look like. The picture above me, those are not mine, but those are modern granny squares. It is a variation on this, so it looks a little different. So I taught how to do that. I do that on Mondays. Mondays is, I call it Mastering Mondays, where we master a stitch or a technique. And then afterwards, we do whatever I want. Thank you. There's a couple hats here. I've got my crown. These are all redeems. So anytime somebody redeems one of the hats, I have to wear it for 30 minutes. And if they redeem one when I'm still wearing it, I add the hat and add time. Thank you for donating to the Trevor Project. There's so much going on. So I have a royal hat, a royal redeem. I have a donkey redeem where I sing a song. And I have a duck redeem where I dance to a duck-themed song. Yes, you missed. I did that about a half hour in. Share a pic. Yeah, definitely. You're off to bed. All right. Yes. You have a good night. Let me see here. Okay. So, and what I am doing now is let me click this. There's so much stuff going on. So much stuff going on. You're making too many of these today. So today was just making more. Okay, I'll check that in 1 second. I am needle tatting, which is a type of lace, and I make these little flowers for my subscribers. They pick the color. They can pick up to 2 colors, and then I put them on these wooden floral picks, and they go into, there's a picture of it right here, they go into this flower arrangement that sits here on my desk, and it's a way that I can mark all of my subs. You finally slept like 7. Oh, nice, Lala. You love it? Yes, I love tatting. I needle tat. You can also, I should have this close at hand at all times. You can also shuttle tat. So if you've seen anybody do this type of thing where they go in like this and whatever, I can do it, but I'm better at the needle. It's just a different tool. So it makes the exact same thing. But there are all different types of, there are different things you can make with this. First time getting more than 3 hours since August. Oh, congratulations, Lala. You've seen this before? You've never tried it? I know how to shuttle tat. I'm not that good at it. I'm okay with it. I've never made a full project with it. There are plenty of people on Twitch and YouTube that are better at this than I am. I do it with the needle. I'm a crocheter first, so doing the motion is similar, or a little bit similar to some of the when you crochet. and knitting. It's very close. If anybody knits, it's close to a type of cast-on for knitting when you do it with a needle. And some people have trouble with the shuttle. Let me go and see what you were working on. Let me move that. This is so cool. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how you did this. So these are like crocheted like links. Yes, it looks like they're links. And then they're interlocked. They're kind of like a paper chain. Is that what they're kind of like a crocheted pony beads. Yeah. They kind of look like individual beads and then one long link, put them all together. Ah, okay. I like that. That is cool. I've never done that before. I have never done that. Very, very nice. I'll have to try that. Okay, where is the scene? Which type? I don't know the name of the cast on. You're a knitter also. I can show this. Oh, and Lilia. I'm gonna get it right. If you need a rate and run, I totally understand. And thank you for rating and sharing. Let me zoom in. Come on. Alright. Let me get the light so we can see. So to needle tat, I'm not going to go through every little step. But to needle tat, the stitch is like this. So I'm going to... it's going to be like this. It's a two-part stitch. The first part is like this. I'm going to wrap it around my finger, take it off, and then the other one I'm going to wrap it the other way. And that's the stitch. First half, second half. The first half is a type of cast-on in knitting. I don't know what it's called. I've done it before when I've practiced knitting. You tried a pattern for the first time. Yay. Be lurking for some dinner. Oh, yes, yes, go and get the dinner. Go and get the yummy dinners. I'm hungry too myself. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I don't know what that type of cast on is called, but it's very similar. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what pattern did you try for the first time, Lala? I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet Bee Crochet. I don't know if I'm familiar with them. Okay, why are my stitches so tight today? When skiing, Granny Row. Oh! Granny Row scarf. There. Oh, yay. How did you like the Granny Rows, doing the Granny Row stitch? Normally, you don't need a pair of pliers to do this, but my stitches are very, very tight. What is going on? Let's fix this. I don't want to break my needle. Okay, we're going to redo that. I'm not having the best luck with this. Liking it, end up having to make a notebook. Oh, yeah. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what might help? I know what's going to help. I think this This may be a bad idea. This may be a bad idea. I am going to wax my needle. Oh, that's a bad idea. Yeah, if you want to share it here, and also if you want to share it in Discord, I've got a bunch of stuff going on right now. So, I'm waxing the needle because the needle runs through the stitches. And maybe that'll help. I've never had to wax a needle before. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Give me a second, and I can check that link. I'm sorry. All right, let me see this. Oh my gosh, that is pretty. That is very pretty, Lala. How are you liking that? I think I already asked you that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wait. Let me see here. This might sound weird, but I'm gonna see if I can ease into a little crochet. It's been hard to engage with recently. No, yeah, for autism, yeah. If you want to ease into it, and if you need help, you know where to go. The pattern's not so hard. You knew all the stitches. It's been your hike. Oh, it's been my hyper focus for 20-some years. Welcome in, Razor. How are you? You dirty hooker. Oh, and I saw a new term. Crochet entertainer? I can't pronounce that. I can't pronounce that. How are you, Razor? Okay. Is this gonna work any better? If not, we're gonna, oh, that actually helped a bit. If not, I was gonna say, I'm gonna put this away for tonight. Your breathing, which is a start. That's good. Breathing is good. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why it's so difficult. Again, it could be a time to get a new hook. Not hook. Needle. It's not a hook, it's a needle. Biggest issue I'm having is my tension chain. Since I tend to crochet a little looser when you start it. Yeah, that can happen. Once you get more into the groove of doing it, your tension can even out a little bit more. 3, 4, 5, 6. Back with supper. Nice. What are we having? Welcome back. All right. Let's do the thing. Turkey burger. Yum. You fixed your witch. She has a hole in the back of her head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can't have a witch with a hole in her head. It's not a good thing. Push that through the center. Let's trim. I do my weaving in of tails at the very last thing. Good thing is you can sew her up and the scar won't show. But yeah, and if she has a scar, it's a witch. So, could add to the spookiness. Holy Witch Barns? Wait, what? What? Okay. That goes there. The other thing is I really need this pattern to be more narrow since I want to do it for a little girl. Yeah, well, you can, looking at that, you can kind of reduce the width when you start, because it looks like you're going short rows. So, oh, you mean Batman. Gotcha. I didn't know who Barnes was. Let me check on something. Ouch. Oh, I need to close out that tab. Okay. Alright. More tatting. More tatting. We're going to add the blue. This is like royal blue. It is a pretty blue. Yeah, I don't know the color because I don't have the label for it. But it's either Aunt Lydia or Red Heart. I think it's Aunt Lydia. I think that's most likely the brand. That's what most of my crochet thread is. Oh, that wasn't in right. I didn't do that correctly. Come on. Okay, that should be good. Oh, that did it the same thing. Trying to get the stitch. I normally don't have a problem doing this. Got it. Got it. You oh, that can affect a lot of things. I made my stitches too tight again. Wow, Crafty Cub, come on. Get it together. Wait. You went from a 5mm to the 3.5mm? That's a big change. Where's the hook? Yeah, that would explain a lot why things aren't the same. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I can take my hats off. Yeah, it's fine. Until it's not fine. Okay. That was very warm, having all of that on my head. Whew, glad I have no hair. Oh, and now I'm behind the flowers. It's like I'm... Oh, wait, no, I don't... Wait. There, that's better. That's better. Yeah. Well, I've always been warm. Even when I was younger. I don't like the summertime. Never have. Even as a kid, it was not my favorite. But I'm glad it's cooling off a bit where I live, in my part of the world. Yeah, I agree, Retro. You don't like the heat? Yeah, me either. And where I am, it gets humid. But past week and a half, 2 weeks, highs have been in the upper, like mid to upper 70s and lower humidity. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. And I'm glad it's September, because that means it's going to get cooler. Well, it'll get cooler, and then it'll heat up again, and then it'll get cooler. That happens. Friendship bracelets. Kinda. Tatting is a cousin to macrame, and friendship bracelets is a type of macrame. So it is similar to that, and I don't know if this is going to be a good example. And I'm zoomed in as far as I can go. Let me see if I can physically move it down. Probably not. So it's very similar. This looks a little rough because I haven't woven my ends. But yes, it is a cousin to macrame. September, nearly time for October. Your birthday and spooky season. Ooh. Yes, October is your Thanksgiving. Yep. Our Thanksgiving is November. Which I'm looking forward to, but not looking forward to, because all the food that we normally have is high carb, and I'm on a low carb diet. But I will make an exception for Thanksgiving. Last night I did have some baked beans, and I shouldn't have, but I only had a spoonful, well, a large spoonful, and they were so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and not cheat day, yeah. And somebody today made a lemon blueberry coffee cake, which I really, really, really love. Yeah, I'll have a little bit of it. One little slice, and I will make it a little slice. I've been so good since January, so it's not going to throw me off. But yes, this is very close to friendship bracelets. It's not the same, but similar. It's related. It's been a lovely rainy first. Oh, yeah, it hasn't rained here. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's all knotted up. And that's what we want to avoid. Poured down hard today. Thunder and oh wow. Suddenly afternoon stop for sun came out. Oh, nice. You know, I don't mind days like that. I don't mind days where you get the storminess and then the sun comes out for a bit. I actually like thunderstorms. As a kid I didn't, but as an adult I don't mind them. I mean, I don't want anything severe that's going to cause damage. But remember that? Cause yeah, yep. A little bit of thunder, yeah, and the sound of the rain. Okay, we've got that the outside halfway done. My friend doesn't like storms, but likes watching them. She films them. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So I think we're gonna call it a stream because I'm getting a little tired and I'm getting a little hungry as well. All I had today was I had chaffles. That's what I had. I think that's all I've had. Oh, and a little bit of cheese and sliced deli turkey or cheese or chicken. You're very welcome. Recording her on the from her window. Welcome in, Lily Mae. Yes, little flowers. So when I get a subscriber, they get to pick up to 2 colors of thread. Excuse me. I didn't mean to cough. Where is the... That's not it. Where's my... Where's the thing? Oh, here it is. They get to pick 2 colors. I have all of these colors, plus I have white. So I have like 27 colors. And I make a tatted flower, and I stick it on a wooden floral pick, and it goes into a floral arrangement. That's a picture of it right there. And it's a way to mark all of my subs. Watching a thunderstorm ASMR. Ooh, yes. Oh, very, very nice. Very fun. I do enjoy that from time to time. All right. We're going to go and switch scenes. I'll finish this all off stream, and I need to work on more. I need to work on my redeems because I got to fix the dinosaur. I am so sorry about that today. We did get one dinosaur earlier, but we're going to go right out. I know where we're going. Is that how you spell their name? Yes. Oh. Do the shout out, Crafty Cub. Oh, no. They're ending. They ended. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. We didn't raid out. We just shouted them out. We did not raid out. That was Mchav. She is also a tatter. She's a shuttle tatter. And she was having a 9-year stream anniversary. But imagine if they had raided in here. Yes, yeah. So we're going to have to find somebody else to go to. I had her up, and I was all ready. I should have raided out earlier. But it's all good. It's all good. Let me look at my list. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, we've got that. That's an option. They're an option. We rated Papa Be Fun the other week. We can go there. Let's see. They're playing a game. I'm looking. Okay, they're playing a game. I don't want to raid into a gamer. Okay. So, we have got... Is that knitting? It says knitting. Yes, they're knitting. They are watercolor. And they are watercolor. You know what? I know where we're going to go. This looks really cool. And I don't think they're rating out. Okay. Let's give them a shout out. We're going to go and hopefully go to Alyssum Fox Art. It says they are watercolor on lino print. So I'm assuming that's like a linoleum block. It's a really cool piece that they're working on. It's very gothic, Halloween-y looking. All right, copy one of those raid calls if you would. And we're going to get this raid started. Yes, we are going to the right person. No stream tomorrow. I'll be on, the plan is for Wednesday, Warehouse Wednesday. We're going to do junk journaling. I haven't done the junk journaling since I collabed with Supreme 2 weeks ago. And I'm itching to do more of that. So that is the plan for Wednesday. Happy crafting. Take care of yourself, your friends, your family, your community, and I will see you all next time. Welcome in, Yadarika. Yes, that is you, Supreme. Yes, you know who you are. That is always a good thing to know who oneself is. Oh no, you're very welcome. And again, lurkers are great. All right, let's go and see what Alyssum Fox Art is up to. And I will see you all again next time.